Aberdare National Park is situated 160 kilometers north of Nairobi and covers about 766 square kilometers. Its landscape consists of high moorland, hills, peaks, indigenous forest, ravine streams and waterfalls. Among the attractions of this park is the presence of the giant variety of pines up to 6 meters in height, as well as Lobelia senecio and heather. These iconic trees and a host of other species dot the beautiful Aberdare ranges. There are over 250 species of birds in the park: hawks, goshawks, eagles, sunbirds, plovers, among others, and the Aberdare offers a lot of activities and tourist attractions such as trout fishing in the cold Guru Karuru and Chania River. But all this might go down the drain if the government's plan to construct Nieterero Road, commonly known as Mau Mau Road, will succeed.
We're going to see the expansion of a road from what is really a single lane road that is permitted within the national forest and the Aberdare ecosystem. We cannot understate the devastation that could proceed both from the immediate construction of the road and potentially the impacts afterwards.
Part of this moorland will be cleared to pave way for the tarmac.
Looking at the Mau Mau Road project, specifically the section that is proposed to cut through the Aberdare National Park, at what cost to the environment will this road be done?
While we are investing in road infrastructure, we have to make sure that we are maximizing the socio-economic benefit of that road while minimizing the negative impact, in particular on the environment.
The Aberdare ecosystem is among the 5 major water towers in Kenya, quenching the thirst of Nairobians through Sasumwa and Ndakaine dams. Aimed at connecting Nyandarua and Nyeri counties, the Nieterero Road, stretching 52 kilometers, will leave a trail of destruction with at least 254 acres of vegetation being cleared, montane forest at 4 acres, 185 bamboo forest, and 34 acres of moorlands.
By destroying our forests in our water, particularly our water towers, we shall not achieve our goals of achieving over 10% forest cover in our water towers. We shall not achieve our tree cover goals. We shall not be able to meet our commitments under the UNFCCC convention or under the biodiversity conventions, leave alone those international conventions that we've agreed to, but also our own national and local goals.
The belt of bamboo vegetation is a favorite hideout for the rare and elusive forest antelope. At 10,000 feet above sea level, the bamboo vegetation seemingly merges with the moorlands, which are the reminiscent of the European highland. The ecosystem hosts highly diverse wildlife, including threatened species such as elephant, black rhino, the mountain bongo, and the leopard. The ecosystem has an estimated elephant population of about 3,600 individuals. Hence, the road will interfere with the wildlife movement and cause road kills.
We are disturbing these ecosystems, and animals are coming out to where human beings are. You may have observed we've got lots of baboons and monkeys along the road. That's something that needs to stop.
The high altitude and fog, which hinder visibility, especially during the cold and rainy season, are predicted to be accident-prone involving wildlife and vehicles.
The other road kills that we've witnessed, because now animals are not able to go through, is actually road accidents. They have increased. So what do? Do we go to Kenya and tell them to start putting on bumps on the road? Do we go to them to start putting signs, slow down, animals are around?
The Nairobi-Mombasa highway between Lukenya and Concert City is a classic example of how hundreds of wildlife get hit by speeding vehicles. On this stretch, hundreds of Maasai giraffes, which are on the red list of the International Union for Conservation of Nature (IUCN) as one of the threatened species, gets killed in their numbers every year. Zebras are the hardest hit on this stretch, without sparing other wildlife that tries to cross the BC highway from Kapiti Plains to Lukenya Hills and Oldenyo Sabuk National Park. Is this a good lesson to not interfere with the conservation areas?
Vita iko juu tu ya barabara, lakini hakuna mtu hata moja anasema wanyama wetu watakaa namna gani, misitu yetu ya kienyeji, mito yetu itakaa namna gani.
Looking at the Mau Mau Road project, specifically the section that is proposed to cut through the Aberdare National Park, at what cost to the environment will this road be done? Is it sustainable? What impact will it have on communities living beyond the Aberdare?
To prevent the wanton destruction of the Aberdare ecosystem, residents and at least 73 conservation groups have urged the government to consider Nyandarua Kariamu as an alternative route.
Itatusaidia kutoka huko wa bushi na watu wa bushi na watu wote wa nini Kinago.
We are part of the stakeholder community that's asking the questions to NEMA. What happened? What's the reason? Because a year ago, this was a bad idea. 5 years ago, it was still a bad idea. What happened? What could have changed the minds of our colleagues, our esteemed colleagues in NEMA? We also have not received any reason from NEMA because the ESIA has not changed. It's exactly the same ESIA. And why is it that now we think this road is a good idea?
According to the residents of Nyandarua, the road has been in poor state for decades. Practicing agriculture, the residents have continued to incur losses as their produce cannot reach the market on time, hence the proposal to upgrade the road instead of the construction of the Mau Mau Road, which will put their lives at risk by interfering with their water source.
Tuwekee lami. Ikitengenezwa tutakuwa watu wanakaa mzuri.
Hii njia kwanza ifikirio zaidi tafadhali. Ifikirio kwa upana sababu hiyo ndio inasapanua upande wa Shamata kwenda upande wa Karau sababu hatuwezi tena tukarudi upande wa Nyahururu.
On the other hand, residents of Nieterero Nyandarua are adamant that the Mau Mau Road will be beneficial to them, downplaying its impact on environment, probably due to lack of proper sensitization.
Hata ikipanua haitaenda more than what it is now. Hii barabara iko hivi tunapitia sasa. Na baka leo gari zinapitia baka Nyeri. Zinaenda baka Ihithe. Kwa hivyo hata lami ikiweko haitaenda pana ati iguze hiyo maji.
Chakula Nyeri inaletagwa hapa. Kuingia hapa inakuwa ya bei kubwa sana. Inapitia Nyahururu, inakuja Naivasha, inakuja Donyojeru. Hiyo ni distance kubwa sana.
Sioni pahali ina affect. Juu hata huko kuna njia mpaka saa hii, hakuna pahali hata ikichubuliwa maji iko si imewekwa tu kado.
Ironically, they appreciate the Aberdare ecosystem as an important water tower.
Since creation, no man has created a water catchment. We found water catchment there. And so we have a moral responsibility and a constitutional responsibility also to ensure that we do not tamper with our water catchment areas.
According to environmentalists, the proposed tarmac road to be built, which is 48.3 kilometers, will be 30% longer than the alternative route, which is 33 kilometers, leading to higher construction-related carbon emissions culminating at 3,200 meters, approximately 478 meters higher than the alternative road. With Mau Mau Road aimed at reducing the travel time from Nyeri to Nyandarua, experts downplay this, saying the road will traverse the national park 13 kilometers, where the speed limit will be 50 kilometers per hour, and will go through steep ascent and descent, and crossing the forest reserve, which is 23.68 kilometers at a maximum speed of 50 kilometers per hour. Ol-Kalou and Nyahururu are the two largest towns of Nyandarua County, with Ol-Kalou being the county headquarters. The data shows that the alternative road will be shorter and faster to connect Nyeri and Kalou at 110 kilometers, taking 1 hour and 15 minutes, compared to the Mau Mau Road, which is 115 kilometers, taking 1 hour and 36 minutes. The proposed road will require substantial mitigation measures to reduce the impact of wildlife, unlike the alternative road that will be outside the game-proof Aberdare electric fence. These mitigation measures will lead to additional construction-related carbon emissions. If the cost-benefit analysis tells you you're actually going to destroy more than you're actually going to benefit, then I think that's why we are raising a flag on Aberdare. Aberdare, being a very critical water catchment area, becomes very critical for every Kenyan to pay attention because it's a national asset. If you look at households that rely on Aberdares, I would tell you probably a minimum of 30% of households in the country rely on Aberdares for water, for agriculture activities, for hydroelectricity.
We are here today to make a call to the government of Kenya to reconsider the alignment of the road and to take a very close look at the alternative that we are proposing for linking Nyandarua to Nyeri County.
Aberdare is a critical water catchment for the local community and the people living in Nairobi. It also supports the generation of hydroelectricity for the country. This means that destruction to this ecosystem will affect all of us because what happens in the Aberdares does not stay in the Aberdares. Making the preservation of this critical ecosystem my business, your business, and our business.
The question on the minds of many is why is the government, which claims to champion for environment conservation, not sensitive enough to the environmental degradation that will befall Aberdare ecosystem and cut the park into two during the construction of Mau Mau Road?
When nature is healthy, the nation is wealthy. A healthy Aberdare means the community living near it, far and beyond, will enjoy the benefits.
Dan Kaburu, K24, Aberdare.